Hey guys, Dace here, what's going on? Today I'm going to be sharing my review on Null Drifter for Nintendo Switch, so let's get right into it. Developed by Panda Indie Studios and published by East Asia Soft, Null Drifter is a 1-bit single-screen twin-stick space shooter simulation that ties into Project Starship in the sense that it serves as a training session to prepare you for what lies in the not-so-distant future. In Null Drifter, your ship has a single weapon to start off, and you lose 1 HP each time you are hit. The levels are short but chaotic, and of course they increase in difficulty the further you progress. There's a nice variety of enemies, many of which are aquatic in nature. Their attacks are just as varied. Some simply chase you, some breathe in a few times before exploding, others fire straight blasts while traveling across the top, bottom, or up and down the sides of the screen, and some will bounce around bursting with deadly shots that spread outwards. The bosses are randomized and each one feels unique compared to the next. I thoroughly enjoyed learning how best to avoid their attacks and movements to preserve as many lives as possible along the way. After each boss you receive a power-up and a pile of coins which you can spend before your next run. Your ship also has a dash, which allows you to zip out of the way or directly through enemy fire. It can also be used to dash kill most of the enemies in the game. This is incredibly useful when you know certain aliens will begin unleashing a barrage of shots shortly after entering the screen. You can have a maximum of 10 lives, and you almost always get an extra life after each boss. If not, then it's usually store sales for your next run or other power-ups. The weapons are essentially the same in their appearance, but there are different modes. You've got your linear shot, which is your starting attack that fires straight ahead. You can pick up the shotgun, which spreads your attack wide, and the homing shot that curves towards nearby enemies. The power-ups I've seen from my numerous sessions so far are fire rate up, damage up, life up, bullets, and the overload, which from what I gathered is just your ship unleashing that much more hellfire. Null Drifter uses a level up system that definitely encourages replayability, though it doesn't take long to max everything out. Leveling things up is completely optional, though if you want an extra challenge by playing bare bones, you can totally do that. If you do want to go the level up route, then your options are boosting your starting HP, movement speed, dash cooldown, starting fire rate, starting bullets, starting damage, as well as buy more bonus for your next round, double coins, and the level 10 error, which ensures that after you get through the waves of enemies in level 10, the final boss will appear. If you defeat this gargantuan galactic monstrosity, then you will continue onward to level 11 and so on. The controls are tight and responsive, even though it can feel smooth and slippery when you first play. As for the visuals, I'm never opposed to how basic a game's visuals are as long as it works with the overall feel and style. The 1-bit look won't be for everybody, but I found myself absolutely loving the simplicity of it all. It helps having loads of palettes to choose from, many of which have radical color combos translating into brilliant, mesmerizing displays during boss fights especially. At the end of this video, I will share a whole bunch of the ones that I've unlocked so far. Some of my personal favorites are Terminal, VGA Punch, Passiony, Cold V2, Ocean, and Ready. You also have customization of video effects, such as chromatic aberration, screen shading, invasive effects, and screen shake. So if you find the game to be a little too chaotic at times, you can tweak things to your liking. I personally went all out with the settings and surrendered all that I am to the sheer insanity. The music is very much to my liking, a super chill array of lo-fi beats composed entirely by an AI, which is not too common. I also like that the tempo increases as you progress from level to level. The sound effects were a perfect choice and really contributed to the old school feel of the game. There is also a leaderboard, though I have yet to see anything show up on it. Out of Red Death, Project Starship, and Null Drifter, I can honestly say that Null Drifter takes the cosmic cake. I found myself genuinely stoked to play run after run and loved everything from the music and palettes to the supreme chaos that you build up to. If you're looking for a simple to learn yet super wild twin-stick space shooter that you can pick up and play around in 5 to 10 minutes, then definitely consider Null Drifter. Anyway peeps, that's gonna wrap up this review. Be sure to share your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have a stellar day, and we will see you next time.